T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I never held him.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you alive? God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's a Sunday horror hangout. What's up, good people? Mad Matt is here. He will be out in just a minute. He's got some little things he's working on in the backstage right now. I got my eye on it, so when he's ready to go, I'll pop him up here. Tonight, it's tourney night. We're doing a tournament tonight. A lot of people asking to continue the brackets, so here we are. We are continuing the brackets. We're not doing the 80s tonight, of course. We did the 80s last time. We are doing 2010 through 2019, and I cannot wait to get back into this. No two brackets are the same, even if they are the same years that we do, because you guys are picking the movies. The movies come from you guys. I get one pick. Matt gets one pick. The other 14 picks are from you guys. I have it set up for 16. If we feel like we can do a little more, we just may. But if not, 16 sounds good. The Sweet 16 is what we're looking at tonight for the tournament. The Sweet 16 of 2010 through 2009. That is what I'm talking about, good people. I like my pick, but my picks never go far. So with you guys, one of you guys is going to have the winner, because I know Michael does not have the winner tonight. And to be honest, I don't think Matt has the winner either. But just saying, my opinion. Matt has his pick in. I have my pick in. We're going to get into this tournament. Let me say what's up to all you good people in the chat. We will get through this quickly tonight so we can jump on this tournament. I am so excited to jump into this tonight. I really enjoy this time frame of horror. This is one of my favorites. Not a very slasher heavy decade. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a few slashers in here that are pretty decent, but still a really good one. Let's see who we have in the chat for tonight. Let's get this party started. I see that DJ Plays Favorites is in the chat saying hello, everyone. What's up, DJ? I hope you're doing well. My friend, happy Sunday, DJ. I hope you are doing well. Jerry Wilson is in the chat as well saying hello, Michael and Matt. Let's get it, Jerry. What's up, man? What is going on, brother? Good to see you here. Always good to see you here on Sunday. And he's also letting everybody know to not forget to hit that like button. Yes, I see that as of right now, there are 24 people in the chat. If you have not hit that like button yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that like button. Jerry also throwing out the link for the merch. If you want some Movies and Beyond merch, that's where you can get it from. Just go ahead and check out that link right there, but do it after the show. This is going to be fun tonight. Check it out later. It's also in the description. So if you want to check out Movies and Beyond merch, there is the link for that. And he's also throwing up the link for Patreon. Look at Jerry throwing out all these links for everybody. That's what I'm talking about, my man. If you'd like to support Movies and Beyond outside of YouTube, you can do so over on Patreon. And there is the link to do that. And he's also throwing out Mad Matt's Mask Facebook link, that if you're looking for horror merchandise, you can get it all over there. And they'll even ship it to you, I'm pretty sure. So I'll let him talk about that when we get there. And speaking of Mr. Mad Matt himself, what is up, man? Going with the fucking, what do you have there, dude? Like, what do you got going on with that one? What's up, brother?
What's going on, Mikey, and everybody in the Movies and Beyond chat? What's going on, guys? Michael, this is part 4, Michael Myers, my least favorite mask of all time. But you know what, man? Sometimes you just gotta feel it out for yourself. You know, is there something about this mask that's going to change my mind tonight? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But yeah, man, I'm showing the love for Michael Myers. You know, we did the big 4. You know, we just did the big 4, so it just had me thinking 4. So here we are, man. Michael, I'm glad to be here, dude. I think we got some great films to speak about, and great to see you all, man. What's going on?
Hey, Matt, why don't you go ahead and tell them what you have going on at Mad Matt's Mask? I have to step away for just a second, but I will be right back.
Absolutely, buddy. What's going on, guys? Mad Matt here with Mad Matt's Mask. You guys know me, and we are stoked about this fall. Let me tell you, this will be our first season in the fall with back-to-back horror conventions. We're going to be doing Horror Hound, which we've done in the past, and we're going to add Scarefest. And I'm just going to take this mask off so I can talk a little bit better.
What's up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed the 4. I did not. I can't stand it. And I got some cooler masks for you guys in the future. But
off already.
Yeah. I got some better ones for you guys. But I can't come on here. I feel naked without a mask, so I got to at least start with a mask. But this will be the first fall where we're doing back-to-back horror conventions. Horror Hound and then Scarefest. And I just, like, I know I say it over and over, but if you guys have not been to Horror Hound or Scarefest, highly recommend it. I know Michael does as well. Highly recommend it. So I feel like I have got to bring my A game. You know, the whole Mad Matt's crew absolutely wants to bring their A game, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying super hard. We're still going really strong on the custom on the custom things, custom mask, the lanterns that we're making, the lamps that we're making, the custom scarecrow mask. That's where my mind is at, is what can I get in the shop that is going to say, you know, wow, that represents my horror franchise, but it's something I don't see anywhere else. And the lamps are getting tons of attention. And I want to take that to where, but we're critiquing it. Now, this is Mad Mom, Mad Dad, Lydia. We are tweaking these lamps like weekly, just because we want to get them to where it's like, yes, that's it. That's what we want. You know what I mean? We want it to be perfect. So we're constantly working on those, and they're looking fantastic. They really are. But we want to get that to the point where you can say, you know, we'll be making Terrifier lamps. We'll be making Halloween, Friday the 13th. You know, the big guys that, you know, just always sell. But we want to have it so down pat that someone can come in and say, hey, my jam is Gremlins. You know, my jam is Ghostbusters. Or whatever it may be. And then we'll take down that order and we'll make that happen. And the passion, this is the biggest thing I want to say, guys, is no matter what you sell, whether it's stereo equipment or, you know, horror or Marvel stuff, what has to be there, I believe, to get something of serious value into a collector's hands is the passion. And one thing I can say about myself is that I'm 5 years in, and I still have, well, I mean, my passion's still growing. Let's not even say still have, like, my passion is growing. The day I don't have that passion, and I don't want, you know, or I don't want to get somebody to say they want the Gremlin lamp, and I'm just getting it together to, you know, make a buck and get it to them. That's the day I'll hang it up. It still excites me to say, okay, I'm going to make that the best damn Gremlin lamp, you know, you've ever seen. And I want you to be proud that you have that in your collection and you got it from Mad Matt's Mask. So that's what's going on with us, guys.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, and we want to bring, you know, the best that we have to those conventions, and also obviously always to the shop, because we're there every weekend. But that's where I'm at, man. We're growing, and we all still love it. Like it was still at the very beginning stage. So
it's a lot like how I feel with the show. I said I'll do it until I'm not having fun anymore. And once I'm not having fun and it starts to feel like work, then, you know, there's really no point, because there's no point in, you know, me not having a good time while I'm putting on the show for everyone. So once it becomes a task, you know, then it's just like, you guys don't want me on here. Like, hey, everybody, what's going on? Yeah, nothing.
Absolutely.
Okay, see you next time. You know what I mean? Like that's
Absolutely.
definitely something that I don't want to do. But as of right now, it's still super fun. Things like these fucking tournaments tonight, dude. Like these are a freaking blast, and I know people love them because I'm getting messages like we need to do more of these. But let's see who else we have in the chat for tonight. I see that Lydia is in the chat as well, saying "Heidi ho, officers." I see that James is in the chat as well. The Shape is in the chat. What's up, James? Gina's in the chat as well, saying hi, everyone. This is going to be fun. Sunday fun day. What's up, Gina? I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Hello, Gina.
The General's in the chat, and the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? Happy Sunday, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I see that Sarah Campbell is in the chat as well, saying, hey, friends. What's up, Sarah?
Hello, Sarah.
Well, and Sarah's also hit her 17 months as a Movies and Beyond member. And she says time flies when you're having fun. Yes, it does. Sarah, thank you so much for being a member and your faith in this channel by being a member so long. And congratulations on 17
Yeah, that's
months.
Awesome.
Jeez, 17 months. I can't believe I've been doing it that long. Like that's freaking crazy. Richard's in the chat as well, saying hello, everyone. Looking forward to this. Me too, Richard. I can't wait.
What's up, Richard?
What is going on, my man? Happy Sunday. Who else do we have in the chat? I see that Val has hit 17 months as well, saying, woohoo, love my Movies and Beyond family. We love you too, Val.
It's awesome,
Thank you
Val.
so much, my friend. And congratulations, 17 months. 17 months. That is freaking amazing. I see that Melissa the Wild Card is in the chat as well, saying, hey, Michael, Matt, Lydia, Sarah, James, Val. She is going on. What is up, Melissa? I hope you're doing well, my friend.
And you know what? Melissa is a wild card. She absolutely is a wild card. And
Definitely.
I love that about her. I love it. What's up, Melissa?
I see that Michael G is in the chat as well, saying, hello, everyone. Grab a beer and let's get this party started. What's up, my man? I hope you're doing well, brother. Happy Sunday. Always good to see you here. Always.
Let's go, Michael.
Who else do we have?
Let me say this, Michael. The part 4 was nothing more than a malfunction, and Matt not having rehearsed. I had a phenomenal mask for you guys. Phenomenal to look at.
Yeah.
Okay. But my dumbass did not put it on to see if it is wearable. And I'm starting to find out, Michael, they make a lot of masks that are not meant to be worn.
Just for look at
show and tell.
Yeah.
I had a really cool new executioner style mask, and I'm still going to show it to you guys because it's pretty darn cool. But you put it on, and it's like the eyes are up at your forehead. And what do I do with that?
He just sit there and look awkward with
what do I do with that? So that's my apology to you guys. You guys deserve better. I should have put that mask on and known that. I'll do better. Shame on me.
Shame. We still need to wear our Savini Jason masks on here too at some point. We still need to wear those too.
Dude, I can bust that out after a break, man. If you're down, dude. I
want to do it for some Friday the 13th.
All right.
Let's save it.
I love my Savini Jason.
Yeah.
That was a gift from you, my friend. And
yeah, man.
I love it.
And
Absolutely.
with the new Savini Jason NECA figure coming out too. Somehow link that.
Yeah. And the gentleman you got that from, the selfie guy. I'll say this, for his price range and how he makes his mask look, dude, right. He's on to something. You really can't beat it.
Yeah. It's fun too. Nice dude too.
He is. Yeah, he is.
I see that Russell Dorsey is in the chat as well, saying, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's enjoy this awesome stream. Hi, Michael and Matt and everyone in the chat. Let's get this party started. Thug life. That's what I'm talking about.
I like that. Michael, Matt, and everyone in the chat. I like it.
Michael, Matt, and everyone in the chat. He's a poet, and he didn't even know it. I love it.
Poet and a scholar.
Wayne Turner is in the chat saying, hi, all. It's 10:04 a.m. Monday here in Sydney, Australia. Mixed news for me. Still getting over being sick. Also worked, changed my days. Now, Wayne, a question. I'm sorry that you're still getting over being sick. But does that mean that we will get to see more of Wayne Turner back here at Movies and Beyond? Because that is fantastic news if that is the case, Wayne.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Wayne?
And good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well, saying, hey, all you scary people, I'm here listening only tonight. Jeff, we'll take you any way we can get you, buddy. Happy Sunday. Good to see you here, brother.
For sure, man. For sure. What's going on, Jeff?
Mr. Rick is in the chat as well, saying, hey, tonight should be fun. Thug life to everyone. What's up, Mr. Rick? I hope you're doing well, brother. Always good to see you here. Kyle is in the chat as well, saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Michael and Matt? What's up, Kyle? Happy Sunday, brother. Always good to see you here, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
What's going on, Kyle?
You are doing well. Let's see. Lydia did make this comment, and I do want to reiterate that. Lydia's going to do the counts tonight for our bracket. That way I'm not setting up polls the whole time that we're trying to talk through these. YouTube sucks in the aspect that I can't set up polls ahead of time. To where I could just, move on to the next one. I have to type each one out individually. So she's going to go ahead and take care of the count for us. She's got a little app on her phone to make sure that it's accurate and everything. Thank you for that, Lydia, by the way. Thank you very much.
Heck yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. I see that Michelle is in the chat as well, saying happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, Michelle. Always good to see you here. I hope you're doing well.
Hello, Michelle. Michael not say it, but I ask about you every weekend. Just
He
saying.
does. He does. Well, the weekends that I see you.
The weekends that you see me.
Yeah. Let's see. She's giving personal hellos there as well. That made me smile. And then Sarah making me laugh here. I do love a bracket. I do love a bracket too, Sarah. I do love a bracket. Oh, let's see here. Jacob, where is in the chat as well, saying, "What's up, my boys and girls? What's up, Jacob? I hope that you are doing well, my friend. What is going on? What is going on?" James was not digging the mask, by the way. You know, I'm trying to get all the hellos, but I did throw that out. But in contrast, you know, Richard was saying, "Hey, that mask looks good."
Okay.
So you got a 50-50 there, Matt. You got a 50-50.
Okay.
It was broken up there, divided.
And I did tell you, Michael, how the most screen accurate mask I have in my collection is a Part 4, right?
Yes, your Part 5's pretty screen accurate.
Oh, yes, yes.
Your Part 5's pretty
it is.
And the Rob Zombie on that bus that you have is pretty accurate too.
Yeah. I guess I'm going by what they say, you know, what they say. But yeah. And I do love looking at it because, you know, I can hate something, and this could be, I mean, it could be something that's not even my genre, but if someone does some art that is just like dead on, like I could just respect it, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
So I do like checking it out.
Are you getting bad storms by you right now? Like, that's why I had to walk away. I had my window cracked and I had to close it because it was raining really hard here, and I was hearing sirens and everything. The sirens have stopped, and it sounds like the rain has stopped, but we just had something move through here. I was kind of, to be honest, I'm sitting here kind of with my fingers crossed. I wasn't about to lose the stream here, you know, like
I worried you were saying it because you weren't hearing me real well or something.
No.
I not that I know of. You know, I'm in the basement chilling.
I got you.
So,
but yeah, it seemed to have subsided. It's very quiet now, so I can be a little less worried
Twister
about
could
it.
be spinning my car in the driveway.
You know,
right now.
the thing is I love storms, but I don't like storms when I'm doing a stream because I feel like every moment that I say something, it's going to be the last before my screens go black. And then, you know, I've never been disconnected from a stream, knock on wood, before, so I don't know what happens to the stream. Does it disappear? Do you stay in here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I have no idea what happens with that. So it just seems like it'd be complicated, and then trying to get it started again. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to do all that.
Sure.
If that happens, you guys will get a post like, "See you next Monday." I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a rough way to go. Michael's in the chat as well, saying, great name. Michael saying, "Can't wait to see the movies in this tournament. So many to choose from." Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I can't wait to see what you guys pick. I cannot wait to see what you guys pick. That is what I am talking about. Let's see.
Here's why I'm excited, okay? Because I haven't known, you know, that this is the time frame that we were doing. Like I've known for 2 weeks or anything, right?
Yeah, kind of last minute. You know, that's how I do it.
So
I figured it out 5 minutes before I told you.
But I'm embracing it. So it's cool. And I don't even want to like really think about the movies right now because I love and this is even when I do think about it, say we're doing the 80s or 90s, there's always those movies that the chat brings up where you're like, oh, damn, how did I forget about that? So now I think I'm going to get that all night long. So I'm kind of like, hell yeah, let's bring it on. Because I know there are some really good movies in there.
Oh, but yeah.
It's a time period where I have to sit and think about them. Do a little research. So
like I was saying, before you popped on here, you were still getting your mask situated. I was saying it's a great decade for horror, but there's not a ton of slashers, you know, in this decade. Like there is Halloween 2018, so highest grossing slasher of all time, by the way. We'll throw that out there. But you know, it wasn't like the 80s or the 90s where it was just or even the early 2000s when you had the slasher remake craze from Platinum Dunes. You know, like this was kind of a decade to where there were slashers. I mean, you had the debut of Art the Clown and, you know, Terrifier. You had Freddy, and you had Michael at the end, you know, and then you had your little in-betweens, but, you know, it wasn't like it's not known for its huge slasher presence of a decade. But there are some good horror movies in this decade, and it's one of my favorite for sure. Sarah Campbell has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much for that, Sarah. It means the world to me. Thank you a million times, my friend. You guys don't know how much that means to me when you guys do that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I think that's I got. All right. All right, I got everybody, Matt. We are caught up, so I can bring this bracket up and we can get this party started. Let me go ahead and bring it up. I may have to change the size. Usually have to with these because it's so far away. Let me pull this up here. All right. So the way this works is, you know, I will take suggestions, you know, from the chat. When I say don't start calling out movies yet. Now, your range is from 2010 to 2019. So this is considered the horror movies of the 2010s. So it cuts off at 2019. It starts at 2010. So your movie does have to fall within that. Now, I have made a selection. I have chosen the movie Insidious. It came out in 2011. Matt has chosen A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, which came out in 2010, Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy Krueger. Those are the only 2 picks that are taken. So make sure, now this is what I say, make sure that when you have your pick and you throw it out there, that it's going to be one that you want to see make it to the end of the tournament, because you want to be that person that picks the winner. You want to have those bragging rights over here at Movies and Beyond to say, I was the person that picked whatever movie. It went through, cleaned house. You know, I won that, right? So,
and don't forget to vote.
And thank you. I would not have said that, Matt. Thank you very much.
Well,
it's like me telling people to hit the like button. I never say that shit either, and I probably
and especially
should.
later on. You know,
Yeah.
I think we all get a little bit more lazy later on. You know, you're more interested in, you know, heating up your dip for your chips or whatever. You know, even later on, let's not forget to vote.
Yeah, we gotta vote. We have to vote. All right, so I have taken Insidious. Matt, you have taken the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. As of right now, I have 16 slots. If we feel like we can add one, or if we feel like we can add 2 more, and we need to because there's too many movies in chat, I could probably do 2 more at the most. I don't want to get up to 20 though, because then we'll be here until 11 o'clock at night. I know that Matt doesn't want to be here till 11 o'clock at night. Not that it's you beautiful people. I don't want to be here till 11 o'clock at night either. I do work tomorrow, so unfortunately, there will be no Monday show. I will try to remind everybody of that at the end of the stream tonight. There will be no show tomorrow because I do have to work tomorrow night, unfortunately. So let's go ahead, throw out your movies. Melissa has thrown out the movie Hush. That is a damn good movie, Matt. You seen Hush?
Multiple times. It's a very fun watch. And it's a movie I talk about a lot because I feel like it kind of went under the radar a little bit, and a lot of people have not seen it or heard of it.
All right. Oh, good God. You guys are going. There are some dope ones in here too. All right. Creep 2014.
Oh, yeah.
If I hit, oh, nice. That's going to help me. All right. So I've got Creep. I've got Sinister. That's a damn good movie. The Final Girls from Richard. Now make sure you're only throwing out one for right now.
I forget about Creep, and I really did enjoy Creep.
We've got Hereditary. Hereditary Haunt.
Hereditary, very solid too.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. The only thing, and it's not even really a bad thing, but you know, just for me, it doesn't have the strongest rewatch availability. But aside from that, man, and that's just me, but I love the movie. It's a great one.
Good God. All right. So we oh, this one's gonna go a long way. At least it better. If it loses in the first round, I'm gonna be pissed. Tucker and Dale. Tucker and
Michael,
Dale.
I just Lydia and I just got around to watching that with Mad Mom, Mad Dad, and they absolutely loved it. And it was just such a fun watch to watch with your parents. Such a great horror comedy.
All right. Let's see. Need to fact check something real quick. Okay. One. Hereditary. That one. Cough. Let's see. Scream. Jacob, you put Scream 5. I think that's 2020. Scream 5 was 2022. So we're 2019 is the last year that we are throwing out there. Let's see. Okay, I think that we have. Give it another minute or so. I want to make sure. Let's see, Jacob. Let's see. My Bloody Valentine remake. I think that was 2009. Sorry, Jacob. Yes, that is 2009. Okay, Paula said Saw the final chapter. Okay, I've got it fixed, Paula. That is fixed. Michelle's going with Oculus.
I have not seen Oculus.
Okay. I've got Scream 4. Yeah, I've got Scream 4 up there, Wayne. It is up there. It's at the number 5 spot. Did everybody get one in? Everybody get one in?
Ooh. Michelle just said Annabelle Creations. What year was that?
It's in the range. Michelle, would you rather go with Oculus or Annabelle Creation? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Okay. You know, The Conjuring is not in here. Nobody has picked The Conjuring yet. Let's see. Okay. Got that switched. Did somebody pick The Conjuring and I missed it? Did I miss someone say The Conjuring? Yeah, because if it doesn't get called out, it doesn't make the turn. You know, when we did the 80s tourney, you know what didn't make it, Matt? Was the OG Nightmare on Elm Street. And I was
That's blasphemy.
I know. Nobody picked it. Nobody picked it.
Same thing with Conjuring here, but I'm glad Michelle brought up Creations, because
Creation's a damn good movie.
It is, man. It is.
All right, so we have our 16. How do I think everybody got one in? Yes, Jerry, I did get the Nun. I did put that in. Melissa, did you not have a pick yet? Because I see you have Ready or Not. No, you had Hush. So you had a pick already. So we are at 16. We do have our list, you guys. We are at 16. So The Conjuring did not make it. Matt, you, sir, give me a number between 5 and 10 and tell me that's how many times I'm going to shuffle them.
I got you, buddy. Let's go 8.
We are going 8. So I am going to shuffle these 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let me go ahead. I think that let me see. I think I go up here to start the tournaments. The tournament has been created. I will make this a little bigger so people can see. I'll go up one more here. And it looks like our first one will be Tucker and Dale versus Insidious. Yeah. So go ahead and cast your votes for Tucker and Dale versus Insidious in the chat. Lydia will
those
be
are two great
out.
ones to put up against each other. That's
it's
awesome.
Almost unfair. It's almost like,
yeah. And I feel like they're both pretty beloved. It's like, who do we have, in the chat, favoring more, the horror comedy route,
right?
Or I'd say, in my opinion, very well made, thriller, psychological horror.
Dude, that Insidious had a lot of jumps in it. That movie, like a lot of oh shit, like I wasn't ready for that. None more than when they're sitting at that table with the mom. The wife and the mom are sitting there, and she kind of leans to the side, and you see the red-faced demon right behind her.
Yeah.
The first time I saw that, I about shit myself.
Yeah.
Literally about shit myself. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
As much as I hate
the walkie, the walkie intercom thing too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I gotta go Insidious, Matt. I love Tucker and Dale to no end. And if you rewind this stream about 5 minutes ago, I'm like, I hope Tucker and Dale doesn't get knocked out of the first round. And here I am just being like voting against it.
Supportive, knocking it out.
Like what faith does anyone have in me at this point? Like, my word means nothing on here at this point because I just said I hope it doesn't. I did see Michelle is saying we need to do a horror comedy bracket. That would be interesting. I feel like Tucker and Dale and Shaun of the Dead would probably wipe that tournament pretty clean, but I'd like to see where it went for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I also put I feel like Return of the Living Dead is a fantastic. I put it in the horror comedy. I mean, that's a horror comedy. Look, come on.
It is.
I think that's killer too. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. But Michael, I'm right there with you, buddy. I love Tucker and Dale to no end.
Yeah.
But I love Insidious. I'm going Insidious as well, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I just laugh every time I think about Tucker and Dale. Like, I just probably watched it again. Probably about a month ago. I put it on, fall asleep to, and that's one of those movies that I just don't fall asleep and I end up watching the whole thing. Literally. It's so good. But dude, you were talking about Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, man. Like, that's a young Tom Matthews and a young Miguel, both in that movie. Both Friday the 13th alum.
Dude, when they're running around trying to chop up that body and stuff, like, come on. It's so good.
All right. It looks like Lydia has said that Tucker and Dale will be falling in round 1. Insidious wins 10-5.
I love that, but I wasn't sure, Michael.
On. All right.
Were you? Like, I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure. I mean, I can see in the chat, that what people's votes are, but it's not like I'm counting them. So it wasn't super surprising. But yes, cast your votes now. We have The Nun versus It Follows. For me, I gotta go It Follows on this one, Matt. To me, I love Valak, but you also know how I feel about the Nun movies themselves. But I've got to go with It Follows on this one for sure.
And I'm going Nun.
And you wouldn't have it any other. We're not breaking no ties today on this one.
I am going none. I do have to give It Follows a rewatch sometime soon. It has been a very long time. But that said, None's my jam.
I got you, man. It Follows, the part that always sticks out to me from that is that big fucker walking down that hallway and coming through that door. Like, you want to talk about not ready for some shit? Like, I was not ready for that. But, on the flip side, I think of, the opening sequence with the nun. I mean, maybe it was a little further in to call it an opening sequence, but when she comes floating down the hallway and the girl is standing at the window, I think that's a great scene as well, but for me, I gotta, as much as I love Valak, don't hate me forever, Bonnie Aarons, trust me, I love the character of Valak. I just like It Follows a little more when it comes to the movie stuff, for sure. All right, Matt. All right, buddy. We'll see what everybody has to say.
You know what? And with the Nun, Michael, let me say this. Like, when people do struggle, like, and there's a lot of people that'll say the same thing you do. Like, I like the Nun, struggle with the films.
Yeah.
I can see where they, I can see it with a lot of the things people say. They fell short on some things with the films. But I'd love to see Bonnie Aarons come back. I really would, but it's not looking too good. But
yeah, you never know. Money.
You don't.
Money changes. I mean, look at John Carpenter. Money changes.
Yeah,
it seems like everybody's got that dollar amount to where it's like, I'll never play that character again. Well, here I'm going to be back. The Nun 3.
Yeah. And this was more like, I mean, I won't go into that. She felt like, I think she was done wrong, but we'll see if she comes back and gets past it.
I feel like It Follows, once it starts, it doesn't stop. I think that's something I like about It Follows. Like, it's just like she's constantly, there's a chase, like, through the whole damn movie. Like, it's a chase, and you're just constantly, you're just constantly like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, this now, is not stopping.
Am I wrong, or was there a sequel to that?
No, they're making a sequel. If I'm not mistaken, it's called They Follow instead of It Follows. If I'm not mistaken, correct. Okay. The chat will correct me for sure, but I'm pretty sure. But it does look like the Nun is going to come out on top with 9 votes to 6. The Nun will, not 69, Michael, 6. 6. It will move on. So the Nun will move on.
Awesome.
All right, let's throw this next one up there. We have Scream 4 versus Sinister.
These are good matchups. So
they are, dude, and it's totally random. It's
not like totally you just
freaking random.
Are bringing these up. It's like, okay, we know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Yeah, like this to me is a no contest. Like, I know that there are Scream,
and I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that there are, but I mean, Sinister. This isn't even close for me. Not. Don't get me wrong. I love Kirby. I like Scream 4. But this to me is 2 different levels of horror here, for sure. But what do you think, Matt? Where are you with this one?
I'm going Scream 4. I'm going Scream 4. I out of the franchise, Scream 4 is my number 2. Like, behind the original. I really enjoy Scream 4, man. Big Culkin fan, Rory Culkin, and just like the film, you kind of think it has an end there, and then she's back at the hospital and all that stuff. I dig it, man. Sinister was a movie for me, Michael. I did enjoy. Mm-hmm. I always felt like it needed a bit more. Just a bit more is the best I can put it, man. I do enjoy it. I just wanted a little bit more.
Shit, man. I
Um,
probably put Sinister in the top 3 of this decade for me. It's dude, that fucking dude, that lawnmower scene. The first time I saw that, I about fucking shit myself. It comes out of nowhere, like literally comes out of nowhere. Crazy as shit, man. And I mean, Sinister is not one of those movies. Like it's it's not a super easy watch, man. Like there's some shit in that movie. Like there is some shit in that movie. That's just like, oh, fuck, man. Like I did not expect right away for it to go here. Like I didn't, man. And it's one of those movies that's just fucking nuts, man. Like absolutely nuts. Jesus Christ. Um let's see what some of the people have to say here while we're waiting for this. Let's see. Wayne is saying Sinister is so scary. It's the music, everything, the music, the way that it's shot. It's fantastic.
looks like Sinister's taking off here.
Let's see. Michelle said Scream 4, not on Sinister. Jerry's going Sinister. Richard said I just saw Sinister and I really did like it, but Scream 4 wins. Hell yeah. Kyle is saying the end of Sinister was crazy. It was. Lydia says whoever did the sound design for that lawnmower scene was evil. There's just so much. So much. Wayne said I picked Scream 4 and then I voted against it. Oh, poor Wayne. So Scream 4 was Wayne's movie. But then he picked it, kind of like that Tucker and Dale situation for me, man. For real.
Yeah.
Michael said the lawnmower scene, I have never jumped so much. Yeah, dude. Like it was raw. Like seriously. Michelle said I jumped out of my skin at the lawnmower scene. Yeah, like that was it's rough. It was rough. Wayne said I have Sinister on DVD, Scream 4 on DVD, and Blu-ray. All right, I got you. Let's see. Sinister is one with 10 votes. Scream 4 had 5 votes. Oh yeah. So Sinister is going to move on. We got 10 to 5. We got a 4 next to a 5 with Scream 4 in the votes.
That surprises me. That does surprise me, that one a little bit. Not that Sinister won, but by that margin.
I got you.
I just know how dangerous Scream can be. They can be dangerous.
Dangerous.
Like, you know what I mean? Don't underestimate Scream.
I gotcha.
I've learned to not underestimate Scream.
Gotcha. Our next matchup is Hush versus Saw, the final chapter. These two movies going head to head. Get ready to cast your votes in the live chat. Let's see where this falls. Matt, how do you feel about these two?
I've not seen Saw, the final chapter. I stopped my love of Saw at, I think, 3 or 4. I believe I saw bits and pieces of some in between there. I went back and I watched Saw X, which I thought was very good. But yeah, I got to be honest, man. There's a lot of Saws that I just felt like it just got a little too much, went on a little too long. I can't say that I know the final chapter, my man, but I love Hush. So
I got you.
Are you allowed to vote if you haven't seen one of the films? I mean,
I don't have a problem with it.
If I had to, I guess.
Yeah, I don't
Hush,
have a problem with it.
But it's not like I'm being fair here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Hush as well. I have seen all the Saw movies, but I will be honest with you. It's after
you've seen all the Saw movies.
Yes, I own all the Saw. I own all of them except for Spiral, but I've seen Spiral. That's the only one that I don't have. But I will say this, man. After a certain point, they kind of tend to run together, and I have to be like, which one was that one again? You know what I mean with some of those movies. So
yeah.
2 is my favorite. 2 will always be my favorite from that franchise.
We talked about that this weekend.
Yeah, we actually did. But I'm definitely going with Hush on this one. Hush is just, oh man, what a great idea. You know what I mean? What a
Yeah.
great idea Hush was. And so eerie because, just the whole dynamic of that movie. Fantastic. That's actually one that I own on 4K Ultra, the collector's edition of Hush. And it's just what a fantastic movie. I absolutely love it.
Speaking of Hush, that's another thing very cool that we do have going on at Mad Matt's Mask is very soon we'll have the Hush mask from none other than Creepy Customs,
Nice.
who does a fantastic job, whatever he does. So I'm excited to see those. But we'll be getting those masks in very soon, and I enjoy that mask. I think it's very cool. It's like a new take on an all white mask in a way. But very cool.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah. Wayne said, "Are we going to do a second tournament for this decade? A lot didn't make it, dude. We'll come back around. Well, we always come back around, my man. If enough people want to do it, then of course."
And we can always say that with no matter what decade we're doing.
Yeah.
It's just so true. It's hard to get them all in.
It is, man. And one of the things too, it's like no two brackets are the same when we're letting the live chat throw their movies out. And let's say that we do this tonight and we have our winner. Let's say if we were to do it tomorrow, we may have a different winner. It's never really going to be identical. Like I just don't feel it is. At least the way that I see it, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, getting through a lot of these comments. I'm seeing a lot of hushes for sure.
And I'll say I feel like it doesn't matter what decade we do. There are always absolute juggernauts that the chat brings up that I feel like I'm 70 years old when I'm like, why the hell did I not think about that? You just can't think of them all in that decade at any given time. I can't anyway. So maybe I am just that old, Michael. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yes, Hush was made by Mike Flanagan. It was. Richard said, "I may have to watch Hush again. When I first watched it, I was not a fan." Oh, it's a good one, man. We always say though, right? You like what you like, man. What everybody likes doesn't always mean that that's something that you'll dig, for sure.
For sure. You may watch it again, it's worse.
Yeah, it's very possible. That is very possible, but it does look like Hush is going to move on, and it comes through 9-6, and Hush will move on.
I like that actress a lot too. And I believe she is the wife of Flanagan, of Mike Flanagan, if I'm not mistaken. But she was in Hill House and that, and I like her a lot. She played a great part.
Oh yeah. Sarah said we should do a champions bracket across all the decades. That's what we did last year. Last summer we did do that. We took all the winners from all the tournaments that we did and we threw them into the bracket, and that was definitely fun. I'm pretty sure Halloween won. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that's how that went. I feel like it did.
Halloween's fucking king.
Halloween is king. Kyle said we got to do the 80s again as well as the 90s. Hell yeah. All right, let's we've got the next one, the Final Girls versus Cabin in the Woods. Cast your votes. The Final Girls from Cabin in the Woods. Now I may get beaten with a stick, but I don't remember the Final Girls. And I see a lot of people like Final Girls.
They could beat me too, Michael, because I
honestly don't remember it if I've seen it or not. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys.
Don't give Lydia the stick, man. She'll go ape shit on your ass.
I feel like I feel like with the amount of people that were talking about it in the chat that I probably should have seen that. Now, Cabin in the Woods, I could talk about all day. I could talk about that movie. And I'll tell you what about Cabin in the Woods, man. The first time I saw it, I didn't expect it to go. It was like, what was that movie with Jim Carrey, The Truman Show? It was like The Truman Show of horror. That's the way that I feel about Cabin in the Woods. You have the people watching them, go through the simulation. Such a cool idea, man. Such a cool idea.
Didn't I watch that, Michael, with you not too long ago?
I have no idea, man.
Down here in the basement. I thought we busted that out with one of our buddying evenings. I thought we did. But yeah, I like Cabin in the Woods. Don't know much about Final Girls, man.
You know, my short-term memories, like fucking, I don't know what I did last Tuesday, and that always worries me. That like there'll be a crime, and they'll be like, "Where
Same.
were you last Tuesday?" And I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I have no idea. I don't remember what I did. Probably at work." So that is there to save me. 9 times out of 10, I was at work.
Yeah.
For sure. Like fuck, man, I actually don't remember. Fuck. I don't know if we did or not, dude. I mean, shit. The amount of
I
horror
just-
nights that you've had down there with all the movies that have been
Yeah,
played.
I just always
and
tell the
data
police
got
I'm not
played.
sure what I was doing, but I know I had a hard time getting a hold of Jerry that evening.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. That's what I usually tell him.
Oh, good God. Good God. Good God. But I mean, it's I wish I saw Final Girls so I could give my take on that one, but I don't know. A lot of people are saying, you know, Final Girls is good. Michael is saying, oh, Michelle's asking if we watched that on date night. Well, yeah, of course we did. For sure. For sure.
Possibly.
It is possible. Russell's saying Final Girls is on Tubi, Michael. Go watch it. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Let's see. Lydia's saying Final Girls is basically a Friday the 13th parody. I'll get to it. I promise. I'll put it on my list. I've got such a long list of shit that I've told people that I'm gonna watch that I feel bad.
I know somebody else has got a mean ass list. That if she could stop watching Peaky Blinders and The Boys, she might
catch up on some shit.
She might catch up on that list.
Dude, Peaky Blinders is so damn good, though.
Oh, who you kidding?
Peaky Blinders is a shit. Thomas Shelby's a shit.
Who you kidding?
Yeah, man. I dug that show. And I know they're making a movie. Like, I almost, it's been so long since I've seen it. I may need a refresher before.
I'm going to get their action figures, dude. I love it that much. And they're not cheap, man. They're not cheap.
Oh, they make action figures for Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, but they're like those, like, 12-inch custom, looks just like freaking Thomas Shelby and stuff.
So you're going to have you and Arthur first, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta drop about $350 to $400 for one. But they are dope.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I didn't even know they had freaking figures for.
I didn't either. I had to look it up. And sure enough, I was like, oh, dude, they are slick though, Michael. Not now, but at some point I'll show you. They come in these badass like boxes too that says like, I think it might even say like Shelby and Company. Like they're slick.
Hell yeah.
They're really slick.
Hell yeah. That's freaking awesome. Cabin in the Woods has won with 9 votes to 5, so it will move on, beating out the Final Girls. But I will check out the Final Girls with it being on Tubi. I
won't now. It was a losing film. Come on.
Oh.
I'm just trying to stir somebody up.
So it looks like we have the Nightmare on Elm Street remake versus Halloween 2018.
Oh.
I see that Mad Mom is in the chat saying hello, everyone. Just wanted to drop by and say hey and love to you all. What's up, Teresa? I hope that you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, Mom, I'm glad you did stop in to say that. And I love you as well. For sure. And she's on why we got a juggernaut here, man. I'll let you go first, Michael.
Oh, Halloween 2018. It's a landslide for me on this one. Halloween 2018 is one of my favorite Halloweens.
Yeah.
To whereas Nightmare is one of my lower nightmares. So this one's really close for me.
Yeah, this was my pick, man. This was my pick. I would have liked to have seen it go up against anything but
Halloween.
Yeah, because it's a landslide for me as well, buddy. Yeah. For Halloween 2018, but there's other chances I may get to stick up for the remake, but it's not going to be tonight.
She's saying tonight is not the night.
Tonight is not the night. Yeah. Can't hold a candlestick to 2018. That's one
That's
of
a
the best.
bad draw. That's like Tucker and Dale and Insidious, man. I want at least Tucker and Dale to make it to like the second round. Then it has a draw like Insidious, off the rip, and it's just like, why are we doing this, dude? Halloween 2018. The thing, one of the things that I love so much about this movie, and Halloween 2018, it's one of those movies that gets better the more that I watch it, and I think that we're so lucky to have this movie. When you compare it to some of the later Halloween movies that they made, that it's just like, wow, man, like you went back to the original. The music for this movie alone is incredible. John Carpenter comes back to do the score. It's just freaking it's just amazing, man. It is amazing. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's such a solid Halloween film, and I know this is basically what you were saying, but if I was to say the thing it did the best is it made you feel like you're watching a Halloween movie from 40 years and 40 years down the road. It gave you those vibes, like it oozed a Halloween, where a lot of them, like you said, even in the middle, later on, you were just kind of, what are we doing here? This doesn't look like what they nailed it. Like you knew you were watching a Halloween film, and a damn good one.
Yeah, man. And when you get to those middle Halloween movies, it's like they all had something good. But it's just like they were never complete. Halloween 4 is probably the last one for me that felt somewhat complete.
And it had missing pieces.
It did. It did, man. Like you look at 5, it was missing a lot. But let's skip 5 and go to 6. 6 had a great atmosphere. You felt like you were in Haddonfield in the fall. That is something I can never take away from 6. Is it really gave you that Haddonfield in the fall vibe. It had the brown leaves, the weather looked right, the kids, everything looked like it would have in that setting. The atmosphere of that movie is fantastic. Say what you want about the story and all of that stuff, but yeah, man.
I'd love, Michael, I would absolutely love, this is just, what us horror nerds think about. But, say you could do 6, right? Without the corny Cult of Thorn shit.
Mm-hmm.
Say you could do 6 and do away with that. The Jamie's baby, the guy's trying to control him. If you could do away with that, but leave as much as 6, as you can, and fill it in with, something a little more solid, where would that movie be, for a lot of people?
Yeah, I agree.
It's just, very interesting.
I do agree.
It's kind of like me with, if I say, kills, do away with that middle that, I've talked about, numerous times.
Yeah.
Do away with that middle and give it like a little more substance with a good kill in there. Where would that movie be?
Yeah.
With also, you're adding the fire scene, the flashback, and doing away with what
And I mean, James Hugh Courtney as Michael was freaking fantastic. Absolutely freaking fantastic.
You said we're blessed to have the 2018, and you're absolutely right. We were also, I just can't say it, and I can't not say it. We were also blessed to get him as Michael Myers. I feel like he was a gem.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, Halloween is going to move on. It won 15-0, the first shutout of the night. Halloween will move on. Halloween 2018, and now we have Annabelle Creation versus Creep 2014. Cast your votes in the chat.
I love it. I'll hold mine off unless you need it.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
It's Creations, baby.
Yeah, I'm just piggybacking that too.
Yeah, and I do dig Creep. I really do. It's a movie I saw on Netflix for the longest time, and it just looked so like made with a home video recorder. And I was interested when I saw it, but I kept skipping it. And I'm like, all right, I can't deny this movie. It keeps popping up. Let's check it out. And it did surprise me, man. It really did. It was a fun watch. Michael, I'm going to use the restroom real quick on that.
Sure.
Chat, get your votes in. Let's do it.
I'll catch up with the chat while you do that. Michael is saying Halloween 2018 is good, but not a fan of the comedy in it. And I could see that too. You're not a fan of, I got peanut butter on my penis. I got you. Wayne is saying let it burn, landslide. Yes, definitely. Russell saying, my bad, there's 2 movies with the same name, Final Girl 2015 and Final Girls. Got confused with the movie. What year is Final Girls? Not sure, buddy. Not sure. The Shape is saying they brought Michael back thanks to James Ducournau. He did well. Yeah, he did fantastic. Like I couldn't say enough good things about James Ducournau, not just as The Shape, but man, what a cool guy. We were at Scarefest and got the pleasure last year of spending about 10 or 15 minutes before it got super crowded, sitting talking to him for a little while. And man, that guy was super cool. I mean, he he wasn't pushing us away to go away. He was very active and engaged in the conversation. I mean, it kind of helped that there was no line waiting behind us because all the people had not come in yet. Definitely a very cool guy and very, very interesting conversation for sure. And what a hell of a Michael Myers. I agree, James. I agree 100%. Let's see. Melissa saying Wilbur was great in 4 and 6. Yeah. Wilbur was a good Michael. I would have loved to have seen what he could have done with the original mask. You know what I mean? Like 6 was better than 4's mask. But I would love to see, what he could have done, wearing the original mask. It just the mask brings so much to it for me. Like it's such a big part of that of Michael to me for sure. Let's see. Michael said Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. I gotta put higher than 2018. That's cool, man. That is cool. I gotcha. I disagree. Definitely the first one I will put ahead of it, but everybody likes what they like, man, and that's totally welcome here, for sure. Let's see. A lot of your votes coming through. I got Creep. I've got Annabelle, Michelle, Annabelle. Melissa's going Annabelle. Mr. Rick is going Creep. Val is going Annabelle. Michael's going Annabelle. Gina, Annabelle. James, Annabelle. Richard, Annabelle. A lot of Annabelles. We have got a ton of Annabelles. Goodness. Paula said Annabelle creation. I'm still not going anywhere near that doll. Too dangerous. I gotcha. Russell's going Annabelle. Mr. Rick said of all the movies for Creep, I gotta go against. I guess I'm going to lose it tonight. Watch the TV show. Wow, what an ending. Hell yeah. Let's see. Wayne said, seen neither. Still need to watch Annabelle Creation. I have it on TVD. Yes, man. Yes, you do. It's a good one, man. It's definitely a good one for sure. Final Girls 2015 is also a horror comedy. Okay, cool. Michelle said James Jude is awesome. Yes, yeah, definitely. Such a good guy. Michael saying Halloween 6's atmosphere is legendary. Yes, I did not have a problem with the atmosphere in Halloween 6 whatsoever. And if you want to rank Halloween movies, and you were just to base it on atmosphere alone, then yeah, it would be Halloween 6 would be really up there for me for sure. Let's see. I think we've got that there. It looks like we're about to get our total here in just a second, and I will get the next one up once we do that. See that Matt is back. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
What is going on? All right. It looks like Annabelle has won 12-2. So it will move on. And you are just in time for us to bring up. Oh, I guess I'm at the bottom. Hereditary versus Haunt.
Oh, I like
Hereditary
this
versus Haunt.
matchup, Michael.
Yeah,
I like this matchup.
these are two totally different movies. I mean, you couldn't pick two movies that are closer, like further apart from each other. But I will let you take it away with this one.
Okay, well, let me start with this mask is for you, James. I promised the Shape something very cool tonight, and I know he is a fan of the escaped Rob Zombie Michael Myers. So that's for you, James. Love you, buddy. You know what, man? So Hereditary, it's by far the better film. Okay? It's by far the better film. I'm gonna watch Haunt more than I'm gonna watch Hereditary. This is a tough one for me, Michael. It really is. But I'm gonna go with the true. I'm gonna go with true Matt. Fashion. I'm going Haunt, man.
I got you.
And it's not easy. It hurts me to say that, but I was a very big fan of Haunt, and the reason why I'm gonna say this. With a Haunt film, right? You really know what you're getting into, right?
Definitely.
They're very, very, they can even be redundant. A Haunt, though, about midway through, when it starts going like really crazy batshit, and they know what they're up against, I did not see it taking that dark of a turn, and it's something I really do enjoy about this film. I like it. It felt like the average Haunt film until it didn't, and it really changed. And it was like, okay, this is, a little bit more. And I love that about it, man. I'm a big fan. I'm going Haunt.
All right. All right, man. I am going to, in a lot of cases, I do agree with the logic that you're throwing out there, but I just have a hard time putting Haunt over Hereditary, just for the simple fact that I think Hereditary was a way better movie. So it's tough to say. Now, if I was going to do which one would I watch more? Yeah, I probably would. I definitely agree with your logic with this, but I gotta go Hereditary in this one, dude. And Hereditary was just, to me, a better movie. You know what I mean? Like it was done better. It just was, man. So I'm gonna go Hereditary, dude. And I think that Hereditary. That scene at the beginning of Hereditary with the little girl in the car and oh Jesus, you want to talk about not being ready for a fucking scene. Like that, I was not ready for. I was not ready for. Now, I put this in the same, not so much, yeah, I actually could put it up there with the lawnmower scene in freaking Sinister. Like, you want to just talk about things you weren't expecting to happen, and they just fucking happen. I did not have Hereditary ruined for me when I saw it. So it's yeah, I gotta go Hereditary on this one. But I do see exactly what you're saying.
And you know what, Michael? I can't watch that scene without just feeling like, and it's always something I even say to myself, could you imagine being in that boy's shoes?
Oh God.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Like what he does is what I wouldn't want to do, but it's so crazy what happened to him. I can't even really blame him. Like, what do you do? Like,
yeah,
that's one situation I would never want to be in.
No, not at all. Not freaking at all. Hereditary has barely won, but it has won 7-5, and it will move on. And we are in
the party was pretty good, but we had a little mishaps on the way back. What do you say,
officer? We have had a doozy of a day. You know what I mean? Like that's. We are in round 2. Insidious will go up against The Nun. Cast your votes in the chat. And I see that Mayan is in the building saying, hello, Movies and Beyond fam. What's up, Mayan? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Always good to see you here. Let's see. Lydia was saying that scene and following the aftermath made me feel absolutely sick to my stomach. Definitely. I mean, just freaking crazy.
Yeah,
Wayne
it's
said,
so
my
sad.
problem with Hereditary is I hated every character, didn't care for any of them, not fan of Ari's work. Midsummer, similar problems. I got you, man. All right, Matt, you got
Okay.
these are two up there for you. Insidious and The Nun. I'm curious to see where you go with this one. Because I know that you are a pretty big fan of both of these movies.
Yeah. Do I have to do it now?
Well, I mean, I can go first, but you know it's going to be short because I am definitely going with Insidious on this
I'll
one.
take any time I can. Say what you got to say.
Just give you like some of that time to just sit back and kind of think about it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
All
I'm
right,
going Insidious as well, brother.
All
I do love Insidious, man. And I think, you know what, this is cool, Michael, because this, like, I love when you say something about your movie, where say it's a movie I already know you like, but you say you put it above something where I'm like, okay, now I really know what it means to him, right?
Yeah.
Like you did that for me with Samara in The Ring a lot. I knew you liked her, but then like where she went with you, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really his jam.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a close one for me, but it's not that close. I'm going Insidious.
Yeah.
It's up there for me, man. Yeah, that's a top 10 horror movie for me. Of all
How about
time.
Lynn Shay in this one, man?
I love Lynn Shay, dude. I absolutely love her. She's fantastic.
Her acting,
she's fantastic.
When she's standing on the side of the bed and looking up, and she's like, "Keep the lights off," and she's telling that guy what to draw.
Yeah,
dude, that scene is so good. He has black eyes. He has hooves for feet. You know, like, and then you see the drawing, dude, and it's, oh my god, dude, Lynn Shay's fucking awesome. I'm sorry.
I'd be out of that room. Like once I saw
somebody
the drawing,
says they see that up. Look, I'm grabbing the kid and there's wheels on his bed and we're rolling right out the door. Like, no, you're not underneath that. You see me running down the street with a kid pushing a kid on a bed. Like, I'm serious.
Of course, who the fuck are we kidding, Michael? We would have been gone before we ever had to call somebody like Lynn Shay into that house. Like,
well, if you remember, they moved and it didn't help.
Oh, that's that. I don't know. I would have been somewhere else. I don't know.
I've been on a plane like France or something. Like, let's see how mobile this demon is. Like, let's see where we're going here. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I never got, and it's fucking hilarious. But it's just like, if I escape like Michael, right? I'm moving to like Japan. Like, fuck, can that fucker swim? You know what I mean? Like, we're
gonna find out.
We're gonna make him fucking work for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to. You're gonna catch me in freaking somewhere. You know what I mean? Where he's gonna have a hard time getting. It's not fucking happening. But Insidious has won with 11 votes. The Nun has 4. Insidious will move on to the final 4.
I always love that low number of votes. I'm like, hell yeah, though. Like, you know, somebody in there is loving The Nun, and I dig that.
Yeah, man.
I freaking dig that.
Of course. I love the fact that, you know, everybody, like, it's not me and you picking movies. It's the chat, you know, so they get to steer where this goes, and you and I just stand up here and talk shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's so much fun. This is rough. Okay. This is Sinister versus Hush. Okay. These, for me, this is the one, you know what? This is the one I need a minute on. And I'm gonna give you the mic. This is not cool. Like, this is not cool for me. I think I know which way I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and
happy to do it, Michael. Happy to do it, buddy.
Right. Go for it, buddy.
I'm gonna tell you guys one thing that I've been saying for a while now. I do absolutely want to give Sinister another view very soon. I'm going to do that. I've seen it, guys. I think I've seen it twice. But it's just I hear you guys talk about it, and it for whatever reason it did not have that impact on me. Talking about the lawnmower scene, I don't even remember a lawnmower scene. I don't know why. Am I crazy? I don't know. So I'm going Hush, man. And Sinister's always one I've said that I liked, but that's about as much as I can say. It's like a 50-50, I liked it, but I didn't have a lot to take away with it. And I remember always wanting a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I know you guys are, saying, Matt, that's blasphemy. And I get that. I love that people love that film. Hush, however, I got it right away. And I think I rewatched it like the next day or two. I loved it that much. I went right back and checked it out. It's kind of been, I can't really say a go-to for me. It's not like I, binge watch it all the time, but I really enjoy Hush. I've got to go with Hush, but I am going to do this. I'm going to do this solid. I'm going to rewatch Sinister just to see if it changes anything for me. I don't know if it will, but I am going to do that. And, but for right now, it's Hush, man.
Oh yeah, man. I respect it. Man, this is a tough choice. This is a really tough choice, but again, agree to disagree. I'm definitely going with Sinister on this one. But again, it's not by a lot. This is a tough choice, man. This is not a fair, it's not fair. You're putting two really good movies. They are not even close to each other. You know what I mean? They're not. They're nothing alike whatsoever. I think that Hush, as great as it is, kind of somewhat pales in comparison when you get into like the mood and the tone and just being genuinely freaked out. Like the music in Sinister alone goes so well with every scene, the lighting, the darkness. It's so freaking good. Like it's just Ethan Hawke, he kills it. Ethan Hawke's Ethan Hawke, but I mean, man, it's there's not a lot of characters to keep track of, just like Hush. In Hush, there's really only 2 or 3 characters in that movie primarily, right? Same with Sinister. Like he has his family. You have like a sheriff and stuff, but very small cast movies, and just so good. Like so damn good, but for 2 different reasons. I think that Sinister is going to come up on top for me, and I'm really curious to see where the chat goes. But Sinister is a good watch, man. I'm curious when you rewatch it to what you think. Like it's not one of those movies that you're gonna get a lot of value out of if you're doing something else while you're watching it. It's kind of one of those, let's turn the lights off, let's sit down and let's watch it. You know what I mean?
You know what I think let carry too much weight for me on that movie?
What's that?
Is wanting to see more of the Mr. Baguli, or however you say it. Bagul, wanting to see more of him.
Dude, that scene where his face is on the freaking screen and he turns and looks at him when he's looking the other way. Oh, it's so good. So freaking good. Oh, I love it. All right, let's see. Sinister is 1 with 11 votes to Hush 4. 4 votes. Let me go ahead and put this in here. This was, for me, this was the toughest one so far. This one and Tucker and Dale and Insidious, to be honest with you. Those are definitely the toughest ones for me. But let's go ahead and throw Cabin in the Woods and Halloween 2018 up there. Let me catch up on the chat real quick, Matt, and then we'll jump into this one. I kind of have a feeling that both of us are going the same direction in this one. So it'll probably be a little quick between us for this one. But Cabin in the Woods versus Halloween 2018. Let's go back. Let's see. I'll just start here. Mayan was saying Hush is amazing, but Sinister is a masterpiece. I got you. Michelle is saying I think Hush was scarier for me. As much as I love Sinister, I have to go with Hush. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. I got you. Michelle is saying I think Insidious will probably win though. I don't know. Like there's still there's still some big ones in there. Like there's still some big ones in there for sure. Michael is saying I was a huge Sinister fan, but it lacks the rewatchability factor a little. Yeah, man, it's not. I think that it's kind of like what we were talking about with like Hereditary. You know, like I don't think that it's something that you could watch every day. I think especially if you did, it would lose that. I think that it would lose that. You know what I mean? Like it would lose its that feeling that you get. Michelle is saying the same thing. Sinister had first time scares and awesomeness. Hush has the rewatchability. See, I agree with that 100%. I do. Like I could not watch Sinister every day and be sane, right? I could watch Hush every day and I do. I get that. And that's kind of what you were saying, Matt, with Hush and Sinister, that you could a lot of what you were saying for the rewatchability of what were the movies you were talking about that rewatchability for too?
Like Hereditary.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of the same thing.
Phenomenal movie. Well, I just can't say it has a lot of rewatchability for me. But I'll always, hold it in high regard.
Yeah. All right, Matt, what do you have, buddy? Halloween 2018, Cabin in the Woods.
Not even close. Not even close for me.
This is on you.
And Cabin in the Woods it's another one where I say it's solid. I would tell anybody it's worth a watch. It's different, but it's no Halloween 2018. Like let's get real. So that's that. I mean, it's up against Halloween 2018.
It made me think of Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that. You know what I mean? Like but dude, I agree with you 100%. Halloween 2018 for me, as far as slashers go, which slashers are my favorite of the horror. Yes, they're the lowest budget. Yes, they're the I get it, right? I do. But there's something about slashers, you know what I mean, that just have always appealed to me. Maybe it's an 80s kid watching slashers all the way up. So it's just like, man, like, and you're talking about one of the juggernauts of slashers. You're talking about Michael. You're talking about Michael with like the OG looking mask. You're looking James Jude Courtney, Laurie Strode coming back. It's just, yeah, dude, 100%. Halloween 2018 for me. And Halloween's won 11-4. It will move on.
And see that what I get out of that is the 4 interests me. Like, I want to say, not an argument like I'm mad, but
yeah,
okay, what is it that makes Cabin in the Woods so good to this person, and to put it over Halloween 2018, I think that's just a very interesting conversation.
I find that people with Halloween 18, they either really like it or they don't. You know what I mean? Like I do. I find that with a lot of people that were disappointed in Halloween 2018.
Okay.
Which is
that's interesting. Okay,
I get it. You know what I mean? You like what you like. So yeah, man.
It's one I liked. I liked right away, and it grew on me. I have my problems with it. I've talked to you and all you guys about that. But they were never. It was never anything major. Hell, I can critique. I know you can as well, Michael. I can critique my favorite film. No film, in my opinion, is perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Richard was saying, I can't vote for Cabin in the Woods. It beat out my pick of The Final Girls. Just holding on to that. Yeah, I got you. Michael said, screw it. I will go Cabin in the Woods. Hey, there you go, man. There you go, buddy.
All right.
Michelle was saying I meant that round, not overall. Halloween 2018 will probably win overall. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Halloween. Oh, already got that. Melissa is saying 18 is so effing great. I love it. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. If my chair is squeaking too much, I will try to sit my ass still. I do apologize for that.
You got some squeakies over there?
I think so. And I apologize.
Oh, you're all right. So we got Annabelle Creation and Hereditary is up next. That's
Ooh.
That's definitely a
yeah, and it's solid filmmaking on both sides, I think.
It is. Wayne said, I have problems with the writing for all the David Gordon Green Halloween movies. That's fair. That is definitely fair. A lot of people do. I had a problem with the writing and ends. And kills. I mean, shit. Let's be honest here. For sure. Richard saying, I see Halloween winning, but that's not what I would want to win. I would like to see something else win. Oh yeah, man.
Well, and Michael, what's cool? It's you say let's be honest, and in my opinion, that's the coolest thing about your channel, and in this channel is like I mean, if someone in here does not feel comfortable, saying their film, if we're all raving about the other film, get that out of your head, because this is the most welcoming show. I haven't been on a lot of shows, but that I've ever, come across. And I Michael, am I wrong? That's what you bring, and that's what you're about.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I love it, dude.
Look, man. When I asked Matt to be on this show, when we first started, one of the reasons why I asked Matt was our opinions were so different. And that's something, the inclusion that I promote in this channel. You like what you like, nobody's gonna blast you for it. We may poke at each other, like Matt and I'll poke at each other, but by no means is it ever anything malicious. It's never an argument. Like, you could come and tell me that Halloween Resurrection is the best shit that you've ever seen in your entire life, and I will tell you that's fucking awesome, man. Like, yeah, you like what you like. Michael, Halloween 5 changed my life. It was fucking amazing. Hey, man, that's so good. I'm so happy for you.
Hey, Lydia's like that. Part about that is when he cries.
Like the single tear.
The least favorite part.
The single tear.
And I think that's awesome.
But shit, man, we forgot to talk about Annabelle Creation, Hereditary. Where are we at here?
My bad. I was just throwing that out there, man. As far as like, dude, this is the channel where you say what you truly feel, man. All right, if I'm gonna go here, I'm going Annabelle Creations all day. And it's no disrespect to Hereditary. It is a phenomenal film. It's well casted, it's well made, it's different. Annabelle, oh god, it's a go-to for me, guys. It's a go-to. I'm struggling with what to watch, man. Annabelle Creations, if it's streaming on something, I can watch it any freaking time. It takes you back to the roots of Annabelle, her creator, and just, give me all of that, dude. I absolutely love it. And Malphus is, dude, let's talk about Malphus for a second. Like, he is so badass, and you only ever see glimpses of him. Yeah. That scene where she's singing that song, right? And she fades off and she grows to about 12 feet and those eyes light up. That's Malphus. And he is so damn powerful. Like, it's just, I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
I'm going Creation as well. Two things when someone says Annabelle Creation, I think of the girl underneath the stairs where you see Malphus,
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
behind
yeah.
Annabelle. Fucking
Yeah.
love it. And the guy holding the cross and the fingers freaking breaking off, or breaking
Yeah.
backwards. Like, dude, that shit is fucking crazy. Definitely going to Annabelle as well for this one for me. I think that Hereditary, again, was probably the better altogether movie. But I can't put it above Annabelle Creation for me, because now I'm jumping into favorite stuff. I know I kind of go back and forth a little bit. I think when I put Hereditary against Haunt, I feel comfortable doing that. But when I put it against something like Annabelle Creation, it's like, nah, Michael. Like there's just some points where something can be better made, but you find yourself enjoying one movie way better than another. And I can say that with, I'm probably going to lose 10 viewers when I say this, but you look at movies like The Shining, right? The Shining's fucking awesome. But, I'm probably going to watch Jason X more than I'm going to watch The Shining. I'm trying to think of an extreme here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to say that Jason X is a better movie than The Shining. But when it comes, if I'm holding 2 Blu-rays, I guarantee I'm picking Jason X 9 out of 10 times. Like, if I watch The Shining, it's going to be like once every couple years. Same with The Exorcist for me. Like The Exorcist is an event. I will watch it. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit here. I'm going to watch this. Oh, fuck, I'm good for another couple years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do that again. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. That's kind of, look, I'm sorry, but that's the logic behind my illogical thoughts. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at. But we are going on and on. Let's see what the results were. Annabelle Creation did win 8-5. So it will be moving on to the next round. Boy. All right, Matt, we're in the final 4.
I love this comparison. I love it.
Here we go.
But I rarely win.
Here we go. Insidious versus Sinister. This is another one for me that's
something I actually ask people a lot. Because I'm always surprised at how many people will choose Sinister over Insidious.
I'm one of them. I'm going Sinister. And this was my pick. This was my movie. You know what I mean? Like, I picked Insidious for this. I did. Like, I'm voting against myself at the moment. But I'm going with Sinister on this one.
And for me, they're not that close. They're not that close at all, I'll say. Like I said, for me, I'm going to give you guys that rewatch and see if it changes anything. But for me, it's an okay film, worth a watch, and that's about where it ends. Where Insidious, it's a go-to for me. It's up there in the Annabelle Creations category. It's up there, man. It's up there for me. Insidious for me.
All right, man. Let's see what some of the people in the chat are saying, because we both talked in length about both of these movies. They know where we stand. So let's see what the chat has to say here. Let me go back just a little bit here. Let's see. Richard is saying, I agree. I would watch Jason X over The Shining. I like The Shining, but I don't love it. See, that was an example of 2 things that were just very far apart. Richard, me and you might be, they might throw stones at us after this, but it's fine. Michael is saying The Witch is another good example of a well-made movie, but not really a fun, rewatchable one. Hell yeah.
I know someone who might argue that. And I enjoyed The Witch as well, but I will agree with everything just said.
The Witch is one that I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. I'm not sure if I have.
You need to check that out. As far as like psychological, it's solid, Michael.
Yeah,
it's very solid.
Now there's a good chance I could hit play and get 5 minutes into it and be like, "Oh shit, I've seen this." You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
just off of name dropping right now, I'm drawing a blank with that one for sure. Like I've seen the poster. Like I looked up horror from 2010 to horror 2019 before the show started. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of, because you don't remember all the movies that are, from a decade until you kind of see them in front of you. So I wanted to just look at a list, and that did pop up in one of the lists I was looking at.
And it's always surprised me, like at the working at the booth, it's a horror booth, so you get a lot of people talk about different types of horror genres, and it's always surprised me about how many people will bring that film up, that they really enjoy it and it's their jam. I put it with myself, I put it along the lines of like a Hereditary. I do think it's very well made, a really good film, but it's not on my rewatch playlist too often.
I gotcha. Well, at least I thought it was on this list. Oh, whatever. That's fine. So let's see what we have here. Let me catch up here. I just freaking. It looked like we had 67. Wayne is saying I prefer Insidious 2 to the first Insidious. I don't think that I do. I think I like the first one better.
I don't, but I do enjoy Insidious 2.
I feel like they're good watched together, one right after the other. With the first one ending the way that it does.
Yeah.
But
I enjoy 2. I like the guy saying, "Okay, like what does Parker Crane have behind his, back?" And when he's doing his dice thing, I dig that.
Yeah, and it says knife across it. Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
it's so good. Oh yeah. Let's see. Michael G was saying Sinister. James is saying, you must have a great movie collection. Never give up your hard media. Yes, I love physical media myself. I do.
Yeah.
Michelle is going Sinister. Mary Ann is saying there are some movies that are so hard to watch. I agree. I do agree. Sinister is one with 12 votes, and Insidious had 2. That is surprising. That surprises me.
I'm telling you, it always crushes Insidious. It does. It's done that before. Ouch.
Sheesh.
I love Insidious, man. I do.
Sheesh. All right, we've got Halloween 2018 versus Annabelle Creation. This is a good one. This is definitely a good one. The look on your face, I need to screenshot it right now, Matt. What do I do?
I'm just really thinking, man.
Yeah. What do I do?
You're not asking me right now. We're not waiting on you guys. Aren't waiting on Matt, are you?
Oh, we're waiting on the maddest of Matts.
Oh shit. Son of a bitch.
I know that these two are like so normally I would be like, I know what he's gonna do. This one, because I know that you have issues with 18 and I know how much you love Creation. You know what I mean? So I'm a little like I don't know what you're gonna pick. I don't. That's
2 of us, buddy. All right, I'm not gonna hold you guys up any longer. I'm going Annabelle Creations.
I got you, my man. I thought it was a possibility. That's why I wasn't just like, oh, Matt.
I think there's like 2 to 3 horror movies, or I'm sorry, Halloween movies that would beat out Creations. And I gotta say, I think 2018 might just be shy of that, man. This is a decision that could change, next week. I'm going Creations.
When you get down to these final movies, it is tough, man, because you think like, I don't want to go against my guy, but I really love this movie. What are we basing the criteria on? Does Annabelle Creation scare me more than Halloween 2018? Yes. Flat out, it does. Like there's no debate in that whatsoever.
I love the girls too, like the young actors. They do such a great job. And I see what you're saying, Michael, but I wouldn't say that this is, I mean, it is going against my guy, but for it to really go against my guy, it's got to be like H1, then I'd be really like going against my guy.
But I mean, even in that
it's hard,
aspect,
dude.
I don't feel like it's going against your guy. Like, let me put it into a different perspective. Okay. You know how I feel about Jason. To me, he's horror icon #1 for me. Right. But if somebody said, what movie do you like more, Halloween 1 or Friday the 13th part
4?
Oh, 4. Well, we can even go with 4 because that's my favorite.
Right.
I still think that, Halloween 1 is the better movie. Now, do I think that does that make me feel like I stabbed Jason in the back? No, you're looking at the better movie at that point. And more things encompass a movie than one guy, right? And you could tell that. Look at Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. We have always said James Jude Courtney is one of the best Michaels to do it, right? Fantastic. Nothing wrong with him in those movies whatsoever. He played Michael to a T, but he could not make the movie better than what it was, right? So when you say, hey, I like Friday the 13th part 6 better than Halloween Ends, does that mean I'm stabbing Michael in the back? No, I'm not. He's still my boy, but unfortunately the movie was fucking ass. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say that movie was better because I like Michael better than Jason. I'm going to say, hey, this was the better movie. So you shouldn't ever feel like, depending on what it is, you're not stabbing your guy in the back. You're just basing what movie you think is better. And one person isn't going to make a movie. As we see, one actor can't always carry a bad movie to be a good movie. Like it can't.
I actually felt bad for James Jude and Halloween Ends. I'll just say that.
Well, I mean, talking to him, he said he loved it.
And yeah,
but in all fairness, who is going to say that I hated my own movie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They might say it 10 years later, they can do that, but it's very rare for the movie to be fresh and them saying, yeah, this sucks.
I mean, when Mark Hamill came out and said that Star Wars, when he did what was it, The Last Jedi, he came out and said, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? Like literally, like he was just like, that's not Luke Skywalker, this and that. That is very rare. You know what I mean? It is very rare. You talk to the actors, they're going to be, oh, it's great. Because I'm sure they're seeing some of the residual when you're buying those DVDs and you're buying those Blu-rays, and you're buying those action figures.
Jamie Lee Curtis, up until the movie came out, was saying, you guys are going to love this shit. You're going to eat it up.
Yeah. Well, she called Kills a masterpiece. If you remember that, she was like, this is a masterpiece. And it's just like, I was waiting. Now, the flashback scene in Kills, sure thing. Fantastic. Right? Firefighter scene, if it wasn't ruined in the previews for the movie, excellent. Now the things that happened after that, the storyline and Evil Dies Tonight, and the whole hospital sequence, and all the things that you look at and are just like, Jesus, what are they doing? You know what I mean? That had nothing to do with James Jude Courtney's portrayal of the Shape, because if you ask me, how did James Jude do as Michael in Halloween Kills? fucking amazing. He was fucking top notch. Oh, so you must like that movie. No, that's not what I said. You asked me how Michael you know what I mean? You kind of understand what I'm saying with that? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I never feel that way about stabbing someone or, like, no, I'm not going against my boy. I'm going against the movie that happened to have my guy in it.
Speaking of flashback, Michael, have you seen some of these amazing flashback masks that NAG has been making? Have you seen any, like, ever just looked it up on eBay or just Googled NAG, and have you seen some of them?
I have, yes. I have seen the flashbacks.
Oh my God. They're are they not gorgeous?
Yeah. Oh shit, I got that backwards.
They really know how to recreate a mask. Like,
hold on a second. I am going to zoom this out just a little bit so we can see the final matchup.
And that's like the collector and me.
Yeah, man.
Those masks, dude. Like, they know how to make something like right out of the film.
We got Sinister and Halloween 2018 in the finals, man. Let's read
Which
through the.
To me is batshit.
Batshit.
I'm just gonna say, but hey, yeah, let's read some comments, man, for sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Man was saying I love 4. Yeah, I do too. I love 4. 4's the shit. Richard is saying, I said I did not want Halloween to win, but I have to be honest. The movies Halloween is coming up against, I like Halloween better. I got you, man. Melissa saying the Lost Boys versus Friday 4, Michael. What would you pick?
I saw that.
Probably going with the Lost Boys, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean I like Jason any less. As of right now, ask me again tomorrow. That might change, but just
that's the shit I love to hear you answer. Like, I saw that. I didn't want to spoil it and say it, but that's the shit I like to hear you answer.
Yeah,
Michael,
man. I mean,
your answer right now floored me. Not floored me, but
I mean, dude, there's so many criteria for it, but yeah, just overall, I think that Lost Boys is the better movie.
I know you love Lost Boys.
I think Friday the 13th Part 4 is probably the perfect slasher movie. So it's definitely tough, and dare I say, slasher is my favorite genre. Why don't you like Friday 4 better than Lost Boys? Well, it's a little more complicated. It's a little more complicated with that. And this is only a 2-hour show, so but yeah, I hope that answered.
Well, and your love for Jason, like, in a simple term, it's based on more than one film.
Yeah, definitely.
It's based on more than one film. Like I've always said, you know how much I love busting out my Friday box set. I love it. Sometimes I even want to say more than my Halloween box set, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even that, like with what you're saying, I wouldn't say that necessarily automatically means that I like Jason more than Michael.
Yeah,
it just, he has a fantastic box set. Like, that's
for sure.
It's very fun to go through.
It is. It is. I wouldn't choose both. Love the Lost Boys and Friday 4. So you asked me a question that you're not gonna choose.
Melissa,
what kind of shit is that? How are you gonna ask me the question and be like, I will not answer it, but I want you to answer it? Jesus. Oh, let's see. Melissa, The Ring versus The Conjuring. I gotta go with The Ring. I do. And The Conjuring. The Conjuring top 5 horror for me all day. I do. I do. Michael is saying, Michael and Matt, I know you guys hate ends, and I did too at first watch. It's getting a little better for me now. Any chance you guys change your mind? It's still a little fresh. Give me about another year or so. I'll watch it again, and I'll let you know. When was the last time I watched ends? I'd say probably around 6 months ago.
I'm gonna say no.
Maybe around 6 months ago. I don't know.
I'm gonna say no.
Matt's like,
I'm not trying to be nasty either, but I'm trying to answer that honestly, and I feel like it's a lot like that. Halloween 3 for me. A lot of people have said, over time, or watch it not as a Halloween film, and I've done it all, and it gets worse. And I just have a feeling, and I dislike ends even more than Halloween 3. So for me to say, over time this movie's going to grow on me it's so unlikely.
I will say one good thing about Ends is the soundtrack was top notch. Soundtrack was awesome, for sure. Melissa says Friday 4, Halloween 4. Oh, that's Friday 4 all day.
We're still voting for Sinister and Halloween 2018, right?
Yeah, let me pull that up. Sinister, Sinister and Halloween 2018. Hey, it says here we go.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah. We're voting. Matt, I know which direction you're going on this one.
I can't believe that Sinister has even gotten to this point.
Really.
And I will give it another view for you guys, just so I can make sure that I'm saying what I want to say. I like what's his name?
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I love Ethan Hawke. I was always like, damn it, let me see this guy. And maybe I focused too much on that. It had some creepy parts with the videotapes and stuff, but man, there's nothing to write home about. Wayne saying Matt doesn't remember Sinister. Fair enough. Calling me out. But I've seen it. I swear to God, I've seen it.
This is tough for me. This is really tough. This is one of my favorite Halloween movies, and I absolutely love Sinister.
Shut the fuck up, Michael. This isn't tough for you.
It is.
It is not.
I'm going to go the direction that you think I'm going to go, but it's not easy. All right. Sinister, dude, it's of this decade. It's top 3 of this decade. My top 3 probably of this decade would probably be Sinister, The Conjuring, and probably Halloween 2018. Those are probably my fucking top 3. Now, with that being said, I'm going Halloween 2018 for this. I am. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's where I'm at. And fuck, you guys know I'm fucking going Halloween 2018, but I love fucking Sinister.
Michael, man,
I do.
Sometimes sometimes I'm not sure where you're going, and that's cool. Yeah. But the biggest things that have surprised me lately is my realization for your love of The Ring.
Definitely.
I knew, you that was, it was your, I didn't know it was your fucking jam, right?
Definitely.
I knew you liked it, but that is your fucking jam. Excuse my language, and then I know, as you surprised me with Lost Boys over 2018 when you were asked that question.
Yeah.
But I do know your love for Lost Boys too. But it's just cool to see how far, I'm sure back in the day or a while, a few years back, I'm sure I surprised you guys with how much I enjoyed Halloween 6. it's like I know he likes it, but damn, you know,
Yeah, man.
You're putting it over that. It's just that's fun, man.
Now let me ask you this question, right?
Yeah, man.
Halloween 2018 wins 8-7, right? It was very close. Let me ask you this.
It was 8-7?
8-7, yes.
Holy shit.
Yes, very, very fucking close.
What am I missing out of this movie? Go ahead, Michael.
Are there any movies in here that we didn't add to this bracket that may have been a major player to change the outcome?
You mean movies in this decade?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Do you think, because The Conjuring didn't make it, and I wonder if that changes anything. You know what I mean?
That's all you had to say. Right off the rip was saying The Conjuring.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, like, my opinion is not always the popular opinion. I'm used to that, but I would be floored if The Conjuring did not replace Sinister. I'd be, but that's me. I would be floored.
Now, if you replaced, yeah, I mean, you could only say what if, right? And that's why we do these brackets. And that's why we can do multiple of the same brackets, because each one's going to be different. I am surprised. And like when we did the 80s, I was surprised the Nightmare on Elm Street, the OG, wasn't in there.
That's a whole miss on our part.
And then I'm also thinking for this one, like The Conjuring.
That was the 80s, dude. Freddy was the fucking 80s. Like that's a big miss on our part.
Definitely. Let's read some of these.
Let me ask you this real quick, Michael, because you can throw me a lot of curveballs.
Yeah.
Just to you, would Conjuring have replaced Sinister for you? Okay.
Yes. Yes, it would have. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes, it
would it have won
over 2018?
Yeah. Because you put Lost Boys over 2018.
Yeah, I did. But Lost Boys doesn't have nothing to do with The Conjuring.
Really?
Well, yeah, Lost Boys doesn't have anything to do with The Conjuring.
I know that, but I'm just saying as far as your vote, like,
would I pick The Conjuring over Sinister?
Yeah.
Give me a minute on that one. I think so. I think I would. I think I would. And I'm saying that now. I do think that I would.
See, this is all baffling.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I would.
Even that it's even that close to The Conjuring.
Maybe.
Baffles me.
So, like I said, my top 3 for this decade are Halloween, Sinister, The Conjuring, right? Those are my top 3. And Insidious is right outside of that. Like, literally. Like, it's fucking awesome. There's also a couple other ones, like, granted, they don't compare movie wise, but if you want to talk about like slasher icons, like Art the Clown wasn't represented, like his origin, whether you want to talk about All Hallows Eve or you want to talk about the original Terrifier, fell within this range, and more than anybody else, his popularity right now. I mean, Art the Clown is freaking everywhere. But there are some movies in here that it's just like, man, that's why we do them, though, right? That's why we do them. Let me catch up to some of these comments. I see that Patrick's in here. I didn't see him come in. But what's up, man? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Let's see. Michelle said we need a bracket without slashers. We've done paranormal brackets before. Those were fun too. Michelle said, say 2018, Michael. She knew I was going to go there. I got to build the suspense. Oh, she doesn't care. Look at that. Jesus. Both of you guys on me tonight. Richard said, thanks, guys. Had a blast tonight. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool. Thanks for joining.
Let's see. James says need to come up with the best horror music bracket.
That's cool.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Interesting.
That takes me straight to the. I feel like the 80s killed it for me with some of the music. It was so good. I don't know if that's just like, Lydia put together that awesome, horror music that plays in our shop now, and it's like, some of it's so good. Nightmare has some great shit.
I mean, when I think of that too, like you can't. Granted, it's not something you're gonna bump in your car when you're driving down the street, but when you think of, like, iconic horror shit, like you think of like John Carpenter's original Halloween, you think of Jaws. Like how iconic is Jaws? Like people know you could be in the ocean and go dun, dun, dun. Everybody.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Everybody.
Everybody.
Every older brother or mess with their little sister in the pool, and that's how they did it. Dun, dun.
Yeah. Everybody. I mean, you talk about that. Michael G is saying, okay, my pick of the night lost. I have to leave the channel and it's made me feel uncomfortable. Oh, good God, my man. Oh, good God. Oh, good God.
It made him feel uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, Michael.
Oh, Sarah said, oh, does this mean I get Movies and Beyond bragging rights because my pick won? Yes.
I think so. I think so.
It does. It does. Patrick is saying a rom-com bracket. Oh, God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
I'm going with you. You've Got Mail.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Russell saying Lost Boys all day here. Dude, that song is so fucking epic. They had a great soundtrack, for sure. And yeah, Michelle was saying a movie bracket without slashers like that. Just
that'd be hard. That'd
so
be
if we did like horror movies from 2000 to 2009, no slashers. Yeah, I could see that too. Or you did like 80s horror bracket, no slashers. You know what
Very
I mean?
interesting. That's fun. That's fun.
Crazy town, right?
You got to dodge a lot of shit there.
You have to dodge a shit ton of stuff for that. Like that's
cool.
That could definitely be fun. That could definitely be fun.
Melissa brought up Christine's soundtrack. Fucking A.
Yeah, think of the Christine soundtrack and Maximum Overdrive, Halloween, Night of the Comet, Lost Boys music soundtrack. Yeah, I mean they're all like horror iconic freaking sound music. Like
this is one thing I gotta say, because there's not a lot of answers where I can say definitively, but I can here. So as far as horror movie, soundtracks, music, since we're talking about it, my number one is solid. It is absolutely solid, and it is Halloween 1978, Fear the Reaper. Okay. That's my shit. That's my shit. I can, on the way back from the shop today, it came on, Lydia and I were cruising to it. But I can cruise to that, and it takes me to a happy place. I'm thinking about Halloween. I'm thinking about older times, the 1970s. It's my jam, but that's my number one. And it's just crazy that I'm not going to say that with ease. Knowing that there's a lot of great stuff out there that I love.
I mean, when I
think Reaper takes the cake for me.
The Halloween soundtrack, when I think of that, granted, my mind always goes to the main theme, but when you get into that dun 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 boom, you know what I mean? I think that adds so fucking much to that movie, dude. Like it's so subtle and it's so good, man. It's so good.
It is.
Like that soundtrack itself is half of that movie. Yeah, like, could you picture that movie without that soundtrack?
It is. And I like through the years how they did the theme music just in different ways, a little bit sped up sometimes,
Yeah.
a lot slower at times.
Well, even if you go to 2, it's like a totally different instrument almost. Like it's not, but it
yeah.
is.
And
Like,
and when it's played real slow is beautiful as well.
in 18, when he's lifting the fucking putting the mask on, they had that real slow. Dude, it was sick. It was fucking.
It is so good. It is so good.
Let's see here. Let me catch up here. Let's see. Michael G said, all right, I got over it. I'm returning to the channel. I love y'all too much. Well, I love you too, buddy. Of course. Melissa's also saying, I think Mr. Sandman. So I have a thing with Mr. Sandman. It's like that puts 2 things in my mind, and this is the movie watcher in me that's not just horror. For some reason, I do think of Halloween, but I also think of Back to the Future. So that was the first time it does make me think of Back to the Future as well. So I guess 2 things. It can make me think of 2 things there. But dude, Matt, this was fun, man. This was fun as always. These brackets are always a blast. I love the conversation that comes from them too, for sure. But man, another great night.
Absolutely, man. And let me say one thing.
Sure.
Guys, I'm gonna get my mask down. I'm gonna get it down. I want to wear a cool mask for you guys, and I've got to try these on beforehand. So that's my apologies. But Michael, yeah, dude, this was a blast. Love the brackets, man. I love your guys' takes on all these films. I always leave here thinking about so much. And I am gonna watch Sinister and see if I have a different take. But yeah, to me it was like, what? We've come down to Sinister against 2018, but that's what's cool, man. You never know. You never know what's going to happen here.
Oh yeah, man. That stuff is always fucking a good time to talk about, man. And it's surprising because you can think one thing, but when you get put on the spot, it's like you want to say what you're really thinking. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, all right, well, let's think about this for a minute. This is what you're about to say. It's like, really think about it. And here's the thing, like we can say, I like this movie better than this movie, but when you really start judging movies on criteria and what they bring to the table, sometimes your favorite aren't always the best movie, and there's a difference. I've always say this. Just because you like something, it doesn't make it good. As a whole perspective, like you can like
absolutely.
It does not make it a good movie. It doesn't. But maybe the things that you like about the movie are the things that are bad about that movie, right?
Yeah.
So everybody just think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. Oh, that's a good movie. No, it was trash, but I like it. You know what I mean? Like this movie was horrible. There is nothing good about this movie.
And there's a lot to be said about a movie that just makes you feel good while you're watching it.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of movies like that where I can admit like, okay, this is dumb about it. This is dumb. But when I put that in, I'm like in my own little zone. And Strangeland, dude, is a B- horror movie through and through. Okay. D. Snyder's Strangeland. I effing love it.
Yeah.
It's a big go-to for me. I freaking love it. But yeah, man.
Case in point. Michelle said that's very true. I love Napoleon Dynamite. Dude, every time I think about Napoleon Dynamite, I think of Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico, I can throw that ball over the mountains right there. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say.
Shit, dude. It's the fucking shit. Like when he throws that fucking piece of meat and slaps Napoleon in the face while he's riding the bike, dude, that shit's fucking hilarious. His form is just ridiculous. But yes, great stream tonight, Matt, dude. Always a pleasure having you on here. Always a pleasure doing this. Always a pleasure hanging out with you good people. And with that being said, another bracket down. Post your comment after this is over. Let me know if you'd like to see another bracket. And if you would like to see another bracket, tell me what bracket you would like to see. I'll be looking forward to reading the comments. With that being said, Matt, thanks again, buddy. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you